Welcome back. Good Thursday morning to you. Today we feature a local business that gives you the chance to enjoy a little piece of Nova Scotia. Colin Duggan is the owner of a company called Tidal Salt, the only year-round sea salt harvestery in Atlantic Canada. And the idea here is that Nova Scotia is surrounded by high-quality salt water, and unlike British Columbia and much of the U.S. coastal states, there is no established sea salt industry here until now. The business started up in 2016, has been slowly growing steady ever since, with 2017 being a very salty year, according to our next guest. So joining us with more is Colin Duggan, the owner of the small business known as Tidal Salt. Good morning to you, sir.
How are you?
Thanks for coming on the show.
Oh, no problem.
I know you're very excited about this. You tweeted it last night that you told your mom and your wife as well. You told your mom you're coming on Global Morning Show, so it's officially real now.
Once the moms know, it's official.
Exactly. So good morning to the moms and to mine as well. Tell me a bit about your small business, Tidal Salt. Colin, how did it all get going for you?
Well, in the summer 2016, I went out. I was out at Lawrencetown Beach, and I was just kind of hanging out there in the afternoon, sunny day, and I thought, you know, we're surrounded by salt water, and there's sea salt there, so I took a bucket of water and brought it home and made some sea salt as a gift for my wife.
Okay.
And we kind of went from there. We played with the idea, and we looked around, and there's always been a few producers here in Atlantic Canada, but it's never been something that's been a year-round kind of growing business plan. So we started doing it, and so around this time last year, we started selling at the farmers markets and online. Yeah. And it's kind of taken off from there.
Everyone loves to support local around Nova Scotia too, right? So if you can buy local salt versus some salt somewhere else, you'd probably tend to go local anyway.
Exactly.
Which you're probably finding that.
Yeah, exactly. We use the phrase relocalization.
Okay.
An idea that we made salt here, you know, over the centuries. In order to get fish back to Europe, we had to pack it in salt. Yeah. So it's not something we didn't make here in Atlantic Canada before. So all we're doing is we're bringing a product back that, you know, if you're looking for a substitution for kind of standard table salt, you can have a local product that really is a piece of here. It's specific to Nova Scotia. I
should mention too, this is kind of for baking and not so much for your driveway.
Yeah, I mean, we'll sell you that much salt for your driveway, but it might be a little expensive.
I bet, yeah. I noticed here, too, you've got different flavored salts. We're going to take a look at some of the pictures of your product, too. Maple, lime, hot sauce, all kinds of good stuff here. Berry. Like, what's the task, what's the process of making this for people to consume?
For the flavored process, I mean, we're literally just adding in one other ingredient. So, like I was saying, with the basic salt, we think of that as a piece of Nova Scotia. Yeah. And so we're just going to add in another piece. And so, for instance, the maple salt, which is one of our best sellers, we're adding in a maple sugar that we get from a producer in the valley. Okay. So it's just 1 + 1, and you get a new product. And it's once you add that flavor in, the salt kind of pairs really well with all sorts of different food.
I love the business plan: scoop ocean, boil ocean, succeed.
It's that simple.
That's really cool. What's it like to start up a small business? I know you said you went through the seed program to get this off the ground, right?
Yeah, it's been fantastic. I mean, and seed, along with the community, we're based in Dartmouth out of our home. Okay. So the downtown Dartmouth community there, there's plenty of people around that are willing to help a small business and kind of point, give us directions. So I've got a political science degree. This was
no way.
Yes, this is not nothing I had any kind of experience in. So we've had plenty of folks step up and kind of little pieces of advice here and there and encouragement. And that's the great thing about right now starting a small business here, is that you're able to get not just funding and things like that, but you're able to get someone, when you're trying to make sales and trying to figure your way out. Yeah. There's people there that are going to say, keep pushing, keep trying. So that's what we've been doing. It's been fantastic.
And the ocean is kind of like your office, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to complain, especially we do little Instagram videos when we go out there, and it's kind of hard to complain about spending time at the office when, you've got folks from Saskatchewan who want to see your video feed so they can see the waves coming in after a storm. It's pretty cool.
Excellent stuff. Well, we want to do a taste test, but first I got to say good morning to your wife. What's your wife's name again?
Audrey.
Audrey, and your little daughter, Elliot, 3 months old, came into the studio this morning, and look at the onesie, people, that they have on. Tidal Salt loves Global Halifax. That's a great bit of shameless self-promotion.
100% shameless.
I just think that's fantastic. So congrats. What's it like being a new parent and starting this stuff up too, right?
It's one of those things where they said, you're going to start a small business. And I said, okay, if we're going to do that, we may as well have a baby in the same year, just to make things as easy as possible. Right. No, it's been fantastic. It's, she changed, having a kid changes your life in ways that you don't understand. And so does having a small business. They're both kind of kids. And, she's there with us when I collect the water. She's there when I make the salt. And it gives me a reason to kind of keep going. If things are like slow or anything like that, she's a pretty good motivator.
Yeah, that's right. Very well said. Okay, we've got a taste test here
Yeah.
with your light is on. This is pretty cool. Table salt or tidal salt.
Yeah, it's a game we like to play.
So I've got about 30 seconds. What do you want me to do here, Colin?
So you can take a bite of A there.
I love a good sweet treat with my coffee as
For
well,
sure.
so thank you, sir. Okay,
And so it's a handmade truffle. There's a recipe on our website for that.
very good.
All right.
So what do I do here now?
We're going to have another one. This one over here.
By the way, that one was really good, first one. Lots of nice taste. I'm going to say that one's table salt.
That is table salt.
All right.
Yeah.
So the first one was tidal salt.
Yeah, so you get that nice bright kind of flavor
Yeah,
with
there is a difference.
handmade sea salt.
There's definitely a difference.
Yeah, a lot of what you taste with table salt, and table salt has an important role, but a lot of what you taste is the chemicals that are added to it, and tidal salt really is your taste in the ocean.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, thank you much for coming on.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just going to hoard these truffles over here for the rest of the morning. But if you want to check out more information about Tidal Salt, you can do so. Their website is tidalsalt.ca, at Tidal Salt on the tweets. Facebook, they're all over that too. Atlantic Canadian Sea Salt. And we're going to give away some Tidal Salt at 8:50 this morning, a little prize pack for you. And they're all over Valentine's Day too, so check them out for that as well.